So now I'll be going straight into the presentation for the afternoon. As we all know, the topic for this afternoon is going to be future of work in the era of AI. So I'll be sharing my screen right away so that we can get straight into the presentation. So the topic before us this afternoon is the future of work in artificial intelligence era. Now we'll be looking at navigating the opportunities and the challenges in an AI-driven workspace. That is, we know that the current workspace where we find ourselves could be challenging, could be difficult, and the idea of artificial intelligence coming into the picture has made things quite um, has put it into an unpredictable part where we don't know what next could happen next minute. So today we'll be diving that deep into that. So a quick one. I'm sure anybody listening to my voice already knows a little profile about me, and I'm by name Gift Ahmed and also an IT professional. I am into data analytics, cloud computing, and web development. I also have a bachelor's degree in computer science. Also, well certified from top companies such as Microsoft, Google, and other relevant companies. So now I'm passionate about basically leveraging AI technology for educational purposes and advancing um, in Africa now. I teach data analytics, also an AI specialist. So you can always call the way. Now, quickly into our introduction for this afternoon is that we'll be starting off by AI is transforming workplace globally. That is, aside Africa, aside Nigeria, AI is transforming the world and is transforming a lot of people in various sectors. So now you would want to dive into such kind of part. So artificial intelligence is a place to start. So in this session this afternoon, we'll be talking about the design part. We'll be looking at is designed basically for beginners and professionals. Also, the objective here is to understand the role and what are the actionable strategies in a world where we look at artificial intelligence and then how it's revolving around our day-to-day life. So a quick background here is that most of the time we look at artificial intelligence being being able to shape the future of our tomorrow, and then it produce a lot of opportunities, also presenting things that are unpredictable. That is, opportunities that we never imagined, opportunities we never thought about. It presents those, as well as it comes with subsequent a substantial amount of challenges in the world we find ourselves today. Then, more importantly, looking at Africa and taking Africa into a wider consideration, we could see that Africa could integrate artificial intelligence or AI into its into its sectors, whether education, healthcare, agriculture, and then we could maximize that. So generally, I want to clear the air that artificial intelligence is here with both unpredictable opportunities and also challenges. Now, understanding AI in the workplace. First thing we need to know about artificial intelligence, you could tell that artificial intelligence basically is more of it thinking like human mimicking future. That is, it mimics future in the idea that it tries to look at artificial intelligence, how we can modernize it, and then how it can act in place of a human. But what I want to make clear is that artificial intelligence is here to support or augment humans' activity, not to replace job. But still in that line, we could see that we have so many places we could apply artificial intelligence. Now we could look at health sectors. In health sectors now, we could see AI models that are being trained and then they are able to prescribe medical prescription for patients. They could also help in complicated surgeries and all of that using its own knowledge. I could remember practically there was a time we looked at different types of VR glasses and artificial intelligence glasses and all of that helping the future. Then in education, I call it personalized learning. Personalized learning in the sense that it helps us to AI helps students to better understand the way they comprehend materials, the way they comprehend activity, the way they comprehend resources given to them to study, and then it personalized the way they are able to study. Some people could study at a fast pace, slower pace. Some people comprehend better with visuals, and some other comprehend by concentration and all of that. So AI comes into play to create a personalized experience of learning for individuals. Now, in most of the institutions that are coming up, you see everybody trying to put AI into one or two of its sector, which is very interesting to see because that will help a lot of people understand. Now, the next thing we look at is the financing. Now, we have AI models to detect fraud and then to also reduce the risk of management in funding and financial institutions. Then the big boy in town. The big boy in town is the generative AI. It's called generative AI. And I'm very sure some of us have been using generative AI. We have been using ChatGPT. But what I want you to know is that ChatGPT stands for GPT, that has the extension stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. That is, it's telling us that it's a pre-trained transformer agent that allows us retrieve data. That is the full meaning of ChatGPT. That is chat and then generative pre-trained transformer. That is what it means. We also have Delhi. Now, all these are AI models helping to improve productivity on a day-to-day activity, such as in terms of where you have to maximize productivity in your workspace. Delhi is majorly for image creation. So quickly, all right, all right. Sorry for the break. So I was just trying to fix the network issues here. So now, rules of artificial intelligence in the workspace currently, we have automation of repetitive tasks. It helps us automate processes that we do day to day. It augments human roles, and it also creates new opportunities and new job categories for individuals. Then revolving around the workspace now, we could see human AIs collaborate with humans to enhance productivity and not just to replace their job. So most of the time, I would rather suggest that you understand it that AI is here not to replace or not to take anybody's job, but rather you have to adapt it, then learn to leverage on it. Now, the next thing is that it also gives us opportunities where we look at AI in terms of remote jobs and how it helps to increase productivity and hiring process. Thousands of CV goes into AI models that it just filters it out to see which is relevant and only picks those that are relevant to the field. Then definitely we have ethical implication addressing biasness and then inclusion, because AI does not have to do with we are the same tribe, we are the same religion. It's focused on getting the job done, so it helps to reduce that gap. Now, the next part I'll be looking at here is the new skill set. Now, I divide this into two sessions, which is the technical and the soft skills. Technical skills will include data analytics and visualization, and basic programming languages like Python and SQL could help you start off as a beginner to understand that AI can actually help you to thrive current in your current in the current field you find yourself. I always say, stay in your field, find the AI in your field, or find the tech in your field and get it done in your field. So most of the time, that's my take home for people. Then soft skills. Soft skills here include adaptability and creative thinking, because now AI can do exactly what you can do, but where you become of value is when you don't think inside the box or you don't think outside the box, but rather think as if there's no box and just do whatever you know how to do. So now creative thinking is a very, very creative idea, that is. And then how do you build that? You build that with research, with hard work, and then putting a lot of investment into yourself, investing in yourself through audio visuals, texts, to just understand how things work and then think better. Then collaborative and creativity. AI also gives us that opportunity. Now, opportunities for Africa in the era of AI. First thing first is we look at global scale. Africa, I would say, and I will repeat, Africa has not even joined the race of AI. We are just using product from other people. We have not joined the race. That is, personally, Africa has not taken it to join the race. I know there are few movements in line, but we have not actually hold the bull by the horn. So creating local AI solutions, such as in agriculture, to help build our GDP and all of that, we could leverage AI uh, to do that. Also, language support. We have about 52 different countries, and then some speak similar and different, and some other differ. Why not we create an AI model that can help us close the gap of language support within that, and then AI could also be a very good one. And then we could leverage on the idea of creating, will I call it, data creation in our local language to help build strong and better AI language support models. They create employments which I'm talking about data labeling, that is translating into your local dialect, and also helping also in terms of data analytics, helping in terms of generative AI, then for educational transformation through AI tools also. Then challenges. As much as I'm talking of the good part of AI, I must admit there are some challenges we face in our workspace due to AI. One which is displacement in vulnerable sectors. That is, take for instance, some sectors are deeply affected with the advent of generative AI, artificial intelligence. So this now, how do or what do such kind of people do? What you need to do is you have to find a way to strategize to either adapt and use it to thrive in your sector. Then we have skills gap in AI proficiency. That is, now you what you employ people to do, AI can do it. So how do you stand out as a person in your workspace? You have to be able to do what the AI can't do, and that involves critical thinking, being able to look at things in a more broader aspect than the AI itself. Now we have digital division and ethical concern. I am very particular about this particular part because even here in Africa and here in Nigeria, we observe that most of the time we don't have a strong legal backing on ethical concerns with AI. And then most of the time, people just do what they feel, and then we don't have set guidelines. I know there are few that the government is working on, especially in Nigeria with NIPDA and all of that. But we having something that is relatable to the public and then acceptable so that companies adapting AI can put that into reference. Now, how to prepare for the future? One of the ways to educate yourself, skills development. In that line, you see we have programs coming up in the coming year to see how we can bring in students to learn at AI, adapt AI. So stay out, stay in the watch for such kind of programs. Then we have infrastructure development for government and for individual private sector. We need infrastructures, we need good data centers, we need good uh, models, good computing sectors to help us train local AI model, inclusion of policy and collaboration with government agency. I'm sure that the government, anybody listening under here that is in the government sector should take it that the government has to come in because only the developers can do it. Only the people, individuals can do it. It has to be a collaborative work within the government. So the next slide here is actionable strategy to thrive. One of the first thing as a beginner is start small with free AI courses, experiment with AI tools. Then as a professional, try to upskill yourself with advanced AI technologies, integrate AI into your workflow, that is your day-to-day activity. Then for organization, foster the culture of learning and innovation through artificial intelligence and also the development of ethics to adapt AI policies. Now, one thing we should note here, and which is important to all of us, is that AI is a tool to amplify human potential. That is, it's not just to replace you, but it's actually to amplify your potential. You can, the brain you have, you can enhance whatever you do with AI. Now, embracing and adapting AI to thrive, because if you don't do that, you'll be left behind in the dark, and then so it is better you adapt it as soon as possible. Then the future of work is about collaboration between human and AI. These are things you should know. Finally, and in conclusion, is that artificial intelligence offers transformative potentials for Africa, also in the global scale, globally. Strategy, strategic investment in education, ethics, and infrastructure can shaping a sustainable future for workplace. So we all have to put hands together and work on it. And the next part here will be a question and answer session. But anyway, thank you for listening. For the various tribes, Eshe, Avo, Nangodi, and thank you very much to everybody that have listened so far. Thank you. If you have questions, you do well to drop it in the session or raise up your hand while we look at how we can put into some of put some of those questions into answers. Thank you very much.